We kick off the show with some home improvement. We like to help you out if your owning property requires maintenance, of course. Who doesn't? You always have to work on the house. One of the trickiest items to keep up, repair, or replace is concrete. And that's because the soil underneath is susceptible to the many forces of nature, causing them to contract, to expand, and unfortunately, ultimately fail. Well, Liftech was founded right here in Denver by a former home builder and general contractor, Darren Crotchett. He's here to explain more. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Denise. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know what you do, I think, is so interesting and unique. Liftech offers a way to actually raise and stabilize all types of concrete around the home, around business areas. Why is what you offer, you feel, a smarter way than others?
Well, a lot of folks have experienced some sort of settling across the Front Range, either due to poor compaction in soils or erosion or what have you. And we're offering a solution of raising and stabilizing that concrete using a lightweight, high strength, high compressive strength expansing polymer. So we actually inject a high compressive expanding foam under the concrete to raise and stabilize the concrete and put it back in place once and for all.
Not only is this a smarter way to do it, an easier way to do it, but it saves money.
Yeah, relative to having to tear your concrete out, the amount of time it takes to do that, in most cases, repairing the concrete via our method is typically about half or less than half that of having to replace it.
Gosh, and of course the time too of being inconvenienced by your concrete or your driveway pulled up.
Replacing concrete in most cases, the process itself, just replacing the tear out and replacement can take days, and then the cure time in some cases is 7 to 10 days. So there's a lot of downtime involved in replacing concrete.
So what areas of the home or the property normally is commonly used by Liftech?
Any areas that are, any flat work areas, any area that you can walk, stand, or drive on, we typically can take care of those repairs. So walkways, patios, driveways, basement floors, garage floors, split level concrete slab on grade floors, anything flat work we can usually take care of.
Every time you come on the show, I tell you, I wish you would have came on earlier because I had to have my driveway replaced. I live in Castle Rock, unfortunately. It happened to me. Now we have some video here we're going to show, kind of set it up, explain what we're going to see.
This is just a driveway and adjacent sidewalk that had failed due to the excessive moisture that we'd received last July, similar to what we're receiving this year, of course. So what these guys are doing is actually injecting the polymer into the driveway. You can see they're actually raising it back to its origin, and then they'll move over to the adjacent sidewalk area and work in that area to bring it back up to grade as well.
Check that out. You can see it raise. That is really cool. If you want more information, go ahead and call the number at the bottom of the screen. Mention Colorado and Company. You're going to get a great deal. It's 303-688-7979. That's 303-688-7979. And what areas do you service?
The greater Denver metro. We go as far north as Erie, down as far south as Castle Rock or Monument, and within sight of about a 50-mile radius for residential, and out commercially we service all areas, even across state lines. You
have a lot of happy clients. I have some emails and some letters that they sent, if you don't mind me to read a few.
Please.
Let me brag on you a little bit. The first letter is from Serena, and Serena said, Liftech came when they said they would, both for the estimate and the work, pleasant to work with, did a bit more than expected, and cost less than told. What's not to love? And then the second letter comes from Miss Lisa. Lisa said, arrived on time, cleaned up after finish, resolved the nightmare from unsuccessful mud jacking attempts. This was a very professional group. That's awesome. That speaks volumes. We have one more letter I want to read. The final letter comes from L. Carney, and it says, Liftech raised my front walkway and 2 pads on my driveway that all had sunk in. They were quick to quote and schedule. The quality of the work is ideal. My front walkway and driveway looks great. I'm so extremely pleased with the repair. I cannot say enough good things. They are great. Nice work.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Yeah, a lot of our folks are, there's a lot of on-site contractor advocacy websites that you can go and check out and read what people are saying unbiasedly, just, they're going in and telling what they think. We're proud members of the
do your homework.
Better Business Bureau,
yeah.
AAA rated, accredited business bureau. So do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework, and you'll see honestly what customers have to say about Liftech. Now, your estimates are always free. That has to be a huge bonus, and you also have a good deal for our viewers today. What is it?
Yeah, we provide free estimates just to give folks evaluations on what it is that they're actually dealing with, so we let them know if we can help them. And if we can help them, if you mention the Colorado & Company, we're giving 10% off for those services.
That's great. 10% off when you mention our show. It pays to watch. So give them a call right now. The number's at the bottom of the screen. It's 303-688-7979. Mention Colorado & Company. You're going to be at the Fall Home Show, which kicks off September 11th through the 13th. Tell me what your booth number is and what you're going to have set up.
I think you're going to have to tell me what booth. I think it's 918. Is it 918?
I don't have your booth number.
Oh,
sorry. Let me look here. Let me see. 928.
Okay.
928. I have to do your homework, Darren. Come on. So
I only
booth
put it in there.
928.
Okay. Thank you.
And do you know what you're going to have set up? What examples?
You know what? We'll do a little bit more of what we're doing here. We're going to be down. We're going to be meeting with people, talking with them about what it is that we do, showing. We've got some videos and some things set up for people to kind of see what kind of demonstrations we do and things like that. So
now I want to talk about this big old chunk of concrete that you brought, because most people think this foam looks like the stuff that you can put around the windows. Is it?
It's only similar in the sense that it's an expanding foam, but there are over 1,000 variations of expanding foam. This particular product is specifically designed for injecting in the soil and raising and stabilizing concrete. So this, are we looking at this now?
Yep.
So what this is this demonstrates a slab of concrete and the underlying soils that at one point were loose and unstable. So we're going to inject that lightweight polymer through the top. It's going to actually inject into enter the soils as a liquid. It'll actually start to react, and as it reacts, it expands, stabilizing. You can see how it actually gets into the rock, locking the rock together and creating a uniform medium between these three. So you actually have the foam between locking the concrete to the soil and keeping it there once and for all.
And that's how it lifts, and then it's stable once and for all, like you said.
It is. It offers a more permanent solution to some of the other alternative or traditional methods that have been used in the past.
All right, let's take a look at some pictures that you brought and that you've done for some of your customers before and after. Tell me what you did.
This is a garage failure. The slabs had failed against the house house side wall, and that was about 8 inches of failure uniformly across the back of that garage floor, and we raised that back into position. That's the same garage floor, just showing where the steps used to sit. They're elevated. You can see the gap between the stairs and the floor before, and then after there, we tuck it back up nice and tight.
Wow, look at that one. That's dangerous. Somebody could trip and fall. You'll have a lawsuit there if you don't get it fixed.
We take care of a lot of trip hazards.
And so you were just able to, again, inject the foam, it lifted it up, everything's fixed. I see this a lot right around the step area of the porch.
Yeah, the porch itself is poured on the foundation. It doesn't move. The lower section is actually poured in the dirt, so when the dirt settles, it breaks off, and we just basically put it back into place using the polymer. Why
does concrete sink, or why does it fail or crack? What's happening?
Well, in that last picture, it showed the actual landing or the stoop falling off the porch. Those are the areas that were excavated when the house was built. So those areas, when the walls were built, those areas have to be backfilled. And if they don't get proper compaction, then that soil over time will settle, and any concrete sitting on it goes with it.
Are there any limitations on what kind of concrete that you can repair?
No, as a matter of fact, that's a good question. It's particularly good for stamped concrete or decorative concrete because the holes we drill are very small. So we oftentimes can hide the holes inside of the stamp or detailed grout lines within the concrete. So we can repair any type of flat work, and it's especially good, like I said, for decorative concrete.
Good. Well, if I have any more problems at my house, I'm calling you. Your theme should be, who are you going to call? Liftech. Maybe not. All right, you can save money and save time right now. Do it. A professional from Liftech will come out to give you a free estimate. This is an ideal time to learn more about using an advanced process to correct concrete. Here's that number again. Write it down and then call our friends at Liftech. 303-688-7979. That's 303-688-7979. If you decide to use Liftech services, just mention our show, Colorado & Company, and guess what? You are going to save 10% off your repairs. So visit their website. Check it out. Go to liftmyconcrete.com for a closer look at Liftech, or you can visit the booth number 928 at this year's Colorado Fall Home Show. It's happening September 11th through the 13th, and Liftech paid for today's segment.